Hi friends, I'm Coach Paige, and this is a self-myofascial release for the gastroc, otherwise known as your calf muscle. So what we want to do is ideally using 2 balls. Obviously I have this inside of a net mesh bag, but you can certainly put 2 lacrosse balls or tennis balls inside of a sock. Placing this on top of the yoga block isn't necessarily required, but this nice firm surface, especially elevating the leg up a little bit, is helpful. I'm going to place this pretty much at the very edge or end of my gastroc or the calf area. So most of the meaty muscle belly is right about here, and then as it descends down, it inserts into the Achilles. So I'm going to try to get a good portion or chunk of my calf muscle sort of wedged a little bit in between those 2 balls, so kind of in that little saddle or dip. To add more pressure, the key here is to cross the other leg on top. So the weight and heaviness of my leg already is starting to create some compression into that muscle belly. Now, if I'm at that bottom edge and I'm not feeling like the intensity goes up to a 7, 8, or a 9, it's not making me breath hold, it's not making me clench my teeth or anything to kind of startle me, then I can simply move about a 1/2 inch and start coming up further in towards that muscle belly as it gets closer to the knee or the back of the knee where it attaches into. So now I have found a delicious trigger point. So the goal is to stay here, apply direct pressure and direct force. Again, the weight of this top leg is doing that for about 30 seconds. So I was just taking a look at the clock while I'm explaining that. There's about 15, 20 seconds there. So I'm going to do another 10. Taking a nice good breath, a good abdominal thoracic breath. Reminding my nervous system that I'm safe, that I'm okay, that there's no threat from the outside world, that this pressure is just at my therapeutic edge. And now that intensity, I've been here for a little bit of time, that intensity has come down from an 8 or a 9 almost. Now it's kind of wavering into the range of like that 6 or 7. I actually feel like I can talk a little bit easier and breathe a little bit easier. So with that said, I can move the ball just a little bit again and find once again another pressure spot. After I've done that, maybe say 3 points along the muscle belly and really started to discern where is it the most intense, I want to stay working within that therapeutic edge range, and now I actually want to work on pointing and flexing. As I point, the muscle is actually contracting. As I flex the ankle, that muscle is now actually lengthening out. So every time you mobilize the joint, or in this case move the ankle, you actually work on contracting and stretching the muscle. And because you're still applying that compressive force, that starts to create some more gliding surfaces within the tissue, and in essence allowing things to move and glide a lot better. So that is the self-myofascial release for the calf muscle. If you have any questions at all or need some help, be sure to shoot me a direct message.